Well, Shay and I just got back from dumpster diving a little bit, and we picked up 6 sewing machine desks. Now I really picked them up for this. There's, 24 pieces, 24 inches long, some nice square, probably hardened bar stop, square tubing. And then, these are, they're not a paper veneer, right? This is a laminate veneer on the top. So I ended up with 6 sheets of, it's particle board, laminate particle board. Those make really good work tabletops, and we'll just cut it up for projects. And we'll have some of the small wood. We're going to end up with a full set of some really nice hinges. These are the spring-loaded hinges with the stops built in. So if you wanted to make a small chest or something like that, you got that. I don't know that there's anything really to be done with the spring-loaded parts, or even how all of it's going to work. I don't know why it didn't come all the way up. Whatever that is. Big dirty great springs in there. Jeez, neighbors' dogs are going crazy. So yeah, make a good, because it's so slippery. This would make really good stuff for epoxy mold. Shay's always wanting to do epoxy, and we always end up gluing it to the whatever. And this would be a really good epoxy mold. I give it a coat of wax, stick stuff down to it, screw stuff down to it. What do I care? Then the rest of it will just go into the wood stove and be burned. Because if I'm going to pick up, if I'm going to pick up your dumped stuff, I mean, it ticks everybody off if you go dumpster diving and leave a mess. So I always tell Shay, if we're going to pick up some, we do our best to pick up all of it. So we ended up with a bunch of this stuff, which, with the light of day, I can now tell is really just trash. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine firewood, and a whole bunch of 3H plywood without any nails. And as a guy who's going to be making concrete forms soon, I know that stuff. Whoop, there I am. I know that stuff isn't strong enough for concrete forms, but we're going to be scribing to the ground, patching holes or whatnot. It'll be perfectly fine for that. And I have been trying to set aside as much scrap plywood as I can for that process. So I'd say today was a decent haul. I'm particularly excited about getting all of these, which will go into our build stuff pile. Nice, highly usable square bar stock. So he was going to warm up a little bit, and then we'll break this all down. All the parts and pieces go into.
Then when I feel cold, I'm gonna go inside, then run back out.
Yeah, it's cold out here today. Montana winter finally arrived. Oh, those dogs are going crazy. I'm sure glad you don't do that, knucklehead. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get this stuff all broken down. The firewood in some sort of firewood box. All the good parts and pieces set aside somewhere. And this wood, which is really all I care about, this wood stacked up somewhere. I don't know. It'll join the dozen or so laminated cabinet doors we picked up last year because they were laminated, not, stick on. I've never done anything with them either, but I just find too many things useful. It's my curse. So here we are, I don't know, an hour and a half later. We got I only got 4 of them taken apart. So I guess I got 5 of them taken apart. I must have had 7, not 6. So there's 5 of the big sheets of plywood. I got a drawer I'm just using as sort of random scrap. Look at that pile of legs. And I got 8 more to join it. That's all welded with an 1.25 inch, 1.5 square tubing. These are the big chunks that I'll have to break up into smaller pieces. And here's the haul. This stack of corner stuff, that's just scrap. I got a pile of hinges, more than enough for any strange project Shay would ever want to do. And you know, let's face it, 2 of those together, even if you caught them on sale, it's probably $3. So there's not a small amount of investment there. These are the 90-degree brace hinges, the ones that open halfway and brace themselves so that you have like a folding shelf or whatnot. I guarantee you a pair of these has got to be pushing $8 a piece. So there's a fair bit of money there. I don't know what I'd do with the big springs, but I got them. Got a mess of these little hoops. Again, no idea what I'll do. Those I'll probably save. Some random tabs. I imagine that'll just get tossed in. Scrap steel. Some corners. Probably throw these in a bag. Lots of screw hinges. This is what I'm always short of. Because I got mountains of hinges, but I don't have any screws to go in them. So that's nice to acquire those. 2 tubs of 2 different sizes of sheet metal screws. There's some weight there. These are early Phillips headed wood screws. So this is pre-machine driving for the most part. They are kind of soft like butter. Nothing like if you're used to using drywall screws like I am. They're nothing like that. But on the other hand, they do machine drive pretty well with the impact. So, whatnot, I'll use them. I got a bunch of those longer 2-inch machine screws. Just some random crap, some small bolts and some washers and stuff. You know, overall, I'm pleased with what I got out of. There I am. Out of the hardware stuff. The wood is a lot less, I think, useful than I was originally hoping. But those big sheets of plywood can be used, or not plywood, particle board can be used for, who knows, some project, making jigs. Like I said, they work great for epoxy molds. So if you're doing a river table or something like that, then you can put this crap on the back side. You can't leak all the way through, and when you're done, you pop it off and throw it away. So that's not too bad. I got another one in there to do, and then I have this one right here to do. So overall, we're doing fine. I got to pick everything up. It's starting to snow. I'm being a wimp about the temperature. In theory, it's 10 minutes before Shay is supposed to be in bed, and I'll be at least 20 picking up. So that's our haul for dumpster diving today.